Welcome to World in 2 Minutes. These are your headlines. The army has regained control of a canal after violent protests killed 19 people. For 3 days, people from the Jats community have demanded the government include them in a job quota system and cut off water to New Delhi to make their point. The Jats are an upper caste in India and have political influence, but they say there aren't enough jobs left in the private sector, so they should be allowed into the government's education and job quota system, which is typically for people in lower castes. Daesh has claimed responsibility for a series of suicide bombings in Homs and Damascus. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says they've killed at least 184 people. The terrorist group targeted a Shia shrine and areas that support the Syrian regime. Meanwhile, US Secretary of State John Kerry says international powers have reached a provisional agreement for a ceasefire. Since it began nearly 5 years ago, the war in Syria has killed more than 260,000 people and displaced half the people in the country. The European Commission says Ukraine is at a critical juncture, and it's essential that the country's political leaders carry out reforms. The ruling coalition in Ukraine lost its majority in the parliament last week, despite the Prime Minister surviving a no-confidence vote. The IMF recently said Ukraine needs to fight corruption for its support to continue. Ukraine's economy minister quit earlier this month, saying forces within the government were trying to control the flow of public funds. A woman who has lived through 18 presidents has finally met one. The White House invited 106-year-old Virginia McLaurin to celebrate Black History Month with President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle after she submitted a petition. McLaurin looked delighted and kept repeating, "It's an honor." She even broke out a few dance moves, which prompted President Obama to ask her what her secret was, and Michelle Obama to tell her, "I want to be like you when I grow up." Thanks for watching. TRTworld.com, Istanbul.